Welcome back, Halo followers. Today we have a potential tease at the Arbiter returning in Halo Infinite, as well as a Halo Infinite gameplay level designer leaves and what that might mean for the game, and also Marty O'Donnell. Could he be writing Halo music once again soon? And also new potential Halo Infinite concept art. Guys, we got plenty to talk about here, but first be sure to smash that like button blue and subscribe. Join me on the journey of following Halo for over 9 years, going on to 10. This video is sponsored by Audible. Start your trial with Halo Shadows of Reach, the full audiobook for 30 days. Link down in the description. So I had to cut this in real quick. A trusted leaker has just posted some new Halo information. Technically, 343 Industries, he says, has grown from 30 to 750 employees today, distributed across multiple teams at 343, including Halo Infinite, Halo MCC, the Halo TV show, licensing and merchandise, lore and books, and many more. So I just thought that was really interesting. Wow, that is a lot of people, but that is across all the teams at 343, a lot of different branches. So the first piece I want to talk about is this concept art that essentially was posted on all of 343's official social media accounts. He said, "From all of us here at 343 Industries, we're wishing you a very happy 2021. What say we set a fire in our hearts this year? Happy New Year." Now, a lot of people thought this was Halo Infinite concept art, and technically it might as well be because actually it's Halo CE Anniversary concept art, and as we all know, Halo Infinite is taking a lot of elements from Halo 1 and Halo Anniversary, I guess you could say. And also we have a gameplay designer leaving the studio. Now, his name is Colby Payne, and he was actually a gameplay and level designer at 343 Industries working on Halo Infinite from April 2019 to January 2021. So he just left. This is pretty new stuff, and his LinkedIn page says that he worked at 343 on a contract basis. And nothing too big here. We know that a lot of lead developers have left 343 over the past few years, most notably Chris Lee, which was just a few months ago, but no, I don't think it's going to have a big impact on the game or anything, and besides, they're kind of at this point where Halo Infinite has been referred as content complete, and that, of course, I would imagine means that anyone that is designing levels is probably done designing levels right at this point. But there is a problem that I don't really... I've seen it with Halo 4 and I've seen it with Halo 5, and that is that there has just been an enormous amount of outsourcing, and some people have said, you know what, Ron, that's actually completely normal. I don't care if it's normal or not. Honestly, when you outsource a game, I don't think it does very much good for the game itself. Halo 4's Forge was outsourced. There was tons of armors, which all sucked from Halo 4 and 5, in my opinion. A lot of them sucked. That was all outsourced. There's people that swing in on contracts, do their stuff, and get out, and I don't really like that, and neither do the contractors, according to one ex-343 employee, or rather contractor. So I don't think it really does great for the development of the game. I don't think it is great for the contractors either. They're always looking for work, and it would be great if they could find a consistent, well-paying, good job with benefits, all right, not contracting. Anyway, we have a tease at the Arbiter potentially returning to Halo Infinite. Now, Keith David, which is the voice actor, replied to this tweet here. They said, "Are you able to tell us if you're in Halo Infinite? You know, is the Arbiter in the game?" And he said, "I'd have to kill you." So not exactly on the head as far as saying yes or no, but it certainly has left a lot of us in the Halo community wondering, yeah, the Arbiter, is he coming back now then? Because it seems like it's a pretty playful comment. Maybe it doesn't mean anything, but we do have prior evidence that the Arbiter will be returning to the game, including this piece here. Fraser on Twitter said, "When in Halo Infinite, you and Arbiter go around killing bad guys." And then the official Xbox account said this, all right? "Pretty sure that was just the whole mission," which is a very interesting thing to say. I mean, maybe the person that wrote this on the Xbox account thought that they were talking about Halo 5, even though that doesn't really make sense. I think that it is very possible that the Arbiter is going to be in the game, regardless of this evidence, regardless of Keith David pushing out that funny tweet or whatever. But one thing that I've been thinking about is how 343 is going back to the roots of Halo, how Bonnie Ross said that they just want to go back to essentially just Master Chief isolated, alone on a ring, basically against insurmountable odds. And we do know that narrative director Crocker had said when he still worked at 343, well, Chief is the only protagonist in the game. And that's an interesting thing to say. I wonder if, I guess the pilot doesn't count as a protagonist, but I guess as far as us playing in the game, then Master Chief is the main character. So I don't think the Arbiter is going to be a major character. He might show up for a mission, but I feel like, honestly, with what we know, it might be kind of forced if that does end up happening. But anyway, moving on. Marty O'Donnell is talking about working on Halo again, at least in some form. So there's been a lot of talk, a lot of rumors, and a lot of teases that Master Chief is going to Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo Switch. And that is totally a possibility one day. I totally see it happening, as we do know that Minecraft Steve went over recently, which means that Microsoft and Nintendo are in talks about getting their, big characters over into Smash. So the fact that Steve, which is owned by Microsoft, got over to Smash, it makes Master Chief a complete possibility and kind of a duh moving forward. So during the Kiwi Talks podcast, Marty O'Donnell actually said that he would be down to create Master Chief's ultimate score. So actually with Banjo-Kazooie, this is funny, Grant Kirkhope actually created a new score for Banjo-Kazooie's Smash Ultimate, right? So it's very possible, again, that Marty O'Donnell could step in, and he actually said this: "I love to be asked. That'd be great. I haven't been asked by Microsoft to do anything in the last decade or so I'd be surprised because Microsoft, of course, still owns the IP, and they, for some reason, have not asked me to do anything. But if Nintendo asked me, that'd be great. I love to do that." Honestly, that's a bit surprising to me that Microsoft hasn't reached out to Marty O'Donnell at all, because obviously he's created some of the most iconic scores in Halo. So the fact that they didn't ask him for Halo Infinite is interesting to me, and that's weird that was just confirmed. But I think that they should totally get him in, and the fact that Joseph Staten, right, the guy that wrote a lot of the original Halos, that was a lead writer and also did some of the cinematics to some degree and directed them, then, and he's actually the campaign lead, right? Working on Halo Infinite now. Here is Marty O'Donnell saying he would be open to doing that, and that Microsoft hasn't asked him for any help. I gotta say that I'm a little bit caught off guard, because I'm a little bit, if this is true that 343 never once asked Marty O'Donnell to help with Halo 4 or Halo 5 soundtrack, and even now Halo Infinite soundtrack, even though Halo Infinite's score is sounding pretty amazing, that is pretty bizarre to me. And I don't know if that is because of some politics internally, because, he went out and sued Bungie because essentially they didn't pay him for his severance or whatever. But this is all very interesting to me. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about all this. Do you think the Arbiter is returning to Halo Infinite, and if so, to what degree? And would you like Marty O'Donnell working on Halo again, or do you think it's best left just, he had worked on the originals, and that's that. By the way, guys, be sure to check out Audible's free trial, link down in the description. Every sign up really helps the channel. You can get a free Halo audiobook for 30 days. It's a great deal, honestly, so be sure to check it out, and I will catch you guys in the next one soon. All right, you take care. Peace.